Pam Bondi responded last night to all of her critics. Many of you are going to be surprised by what I show you in this video. She brought the receipts. Pam has had enough. Pam Bondi has had her fill. It is filled to the rim with brim. And she has come back guns blazing. Harmeet Dillon, I did a video on that yesterday, Assistant Attorney General, blasted conservative influencers. They're actually doing work for the Democrat Party. And I believe Pam saw exactly what Harmeet Dillon posted, and she came out last night and put her critics on blast. Some of you are going to like it, some of you are not, but we're going to show you exactly what she said, and I'll let you decide how effective Pam Bondi has been. And I bet most of you didn't even realize what the hell was going on in Minnesota and what was happening behind the scenes that was just kind of reiterated or highlighted by Nick Shirley. This is the post from Pam Bondi last night. She's thanking Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley's work has helped show Americans the scale of fraud in Tim Walz's Minnesota. I believe as the Attorney General of the United States, she probably couldn't show some of this because it would affect the prosecution if the prosecutor was out pimping the accomplishments. But then she says the Justice Department has been investigating this for months. So far, we have charged 98 individuals, 85 of them of Somali descent, and more than 60 have been found guilty already in court. Now, she says here again, we have more prosecutions coming. Buckle up, lawmakers. So this goes a little further, and Pam was on fire. She says, I am incredibly grateful to our U.S. Attorney General, or U.S. Attorney Daniel Rosen, for their dedicated ongoing work to uncover this fraud. This is in Minnesota. We have a few examples of the cases. She points out Secretary Scott Bessent right here. Brings up more evidence. Feeding Our Future, the largest COVID-19 fraud case charged in history, coming out of Minnesota. 78 defendants charged to take 57 defendants convicted. 72 of them Somali descent. 5 currently fugitives in Africa. So they fled where we should probably have sent Kilmar Abrego. Ultimate price tag, $300 to $400 million. Pam Bondi is bringing the receipts. Here's more information that she's brought out. In August, we successfully secured the conviction of Feeding Our Future scheme leader. I can't even pronounce this moron's name. He was sentenced to 28 years in prison, ordered to pay over $47 million in restitution. That's money probably taken from the taxpayer. It goes on. Last month, we sent another guy that I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Key player in Feeding Our Future scheme, 10 years in federal prison. She says, and the crimes in the case don't end here. Pam was on fire. Scam 2, juror bribery. Not unlike what you see in the corrupt Somali judicial system. She is throwing Ilhan Omar's entire family under the train. It says 3 defendants delivered a bag of cash, $120,000 to a juror's house the night before closing arguments. They promised more money if the juror voted to acquit all 7 trial defendants. So we've got stealing money, or scamming money. We have jury tampering. And this is all from the Attorney General bringing it out. We've got more jury bribery. We have the autism treatment Medicaid scheme, more Feeding Our Future. We have more Medicaid fraud that she is bringing to light. Pam was on a roll. Right here, we're working hand in hand with partners like Secretary Scott Bessent, Secretary Noem, Secretary Turner, Secretary LCD. Thank you to Nick Shirley and local media in Minnesota for doing the kind of journalism that so many outlets used to do. 60 Minutes. I believe she's calling you out as well. And then a great response. Biden administration started this investigation in 2021. If you believe that, I've got a bridge. I've got a little beachfront property in Arizona I'll sell you. So Pam Bondi come out. I think she's had her fill. She is fed up. John Solomon also responded. Bondi announces 60 people have been convicted in fraud in Minnesota in 4 Minnesota scams so far. The receipts are there. Even the Gateway Pundit is piling on. They are getting behind Pam Bondi. They are bringing the receipts because there's so many people that are just so negative with the coverage. Here's the article from the Gateway Pundit. Pam Bondi issues damage control. I don't believe it's damage control. I just believe it's receipts. There's so many people in America right now that want immediate arrest. They want immediate gratification. Think about it. How many people order DoorDash because they're too lazy to go actually get their own damn food? And Bondi responded, bringing all of the receipts that are occurring in real time. And I just want to say this. This isn't about one person. This is about whether the system moves when the public notices. There's a lot of things happening behind the scene that the public doesn't notice. They don't know about because it could impact the jury pool. Try to get a jury in Minneapolis that doesn't have 6 Somalians on it that are going to convict one of their cousins. Well, that's going to be tough to do. But right now, this should tell you that the incentives are being pushed from the top down. This is coming from President Trump down to the sidewalk, down to the dirty learning center that is fraudulently saying they're taking care of kids. The public is asking for outcomes, arrest, seizures, accountability. And we've noticed this under previous administrations, under Merrick Garland. How many people, how many conservatives were on YouTube making videos demanding for Merrick Garland to arrest people? I doubt there were anyone. I really doubt it. We keep seeing that same cycle during the Biden administration. We saw outrage, statement, slow walk, and then it just disappeared. And I understand. Slow justice is frustrating, but it's how you nail the right people. It is how you get to the real kingpins. And right now, everyone's noticing. It's the flavor of the week right now. And I believe this is all going to boil over. It's going to come to a head. And I believe the Minneapolis capital, the capital of Minnesota, the governor's mansion, is going to be the head of this festering little boil, this little zit full of infection. And they're going to pop it. And Tim Walz is going to be held accountable. But the other question I have is, how complicit is the Minneapolis mayor, the guy that does all the dancing? He dances around with the Somali pirates. How complicit is that guy? In the second part of Pam Bondi's Twitter release last night, she calls out the Wisconsin judge, Hannah Dugan. She says, no one's above the law. No one can obstruct law enforcement as they carry out their basic duties. This was a message to the people that are protesting ICE facilities. This was a message to Antifa. This was a message probably to one political party that if you get in the way, we will arrest you, we will lock you up, and we will get justice. And this was on the cover of the New York Post on December 18th. The ICE capades. Even judges are not above the law. And I'm glad to see that Pam Bondi has met her critics head on. There are so many people piling on to the Attorney General's office because we want this instant gratification. We want this instant arrest. We want blue light special on Isle, Minnesota. I get it. I want the same damn thing. It's not how justice works. You've got to give it a little bit of time. It has to sit It has to germinate. It has to flourish. And then it has to flower. And then we send these people exactly where they're supposed to go. Now, the one big obstacle in this whole damn thing is putting the case together in the right location, because you know as well as I do that a lot of these places are just packed with liberal federal judges that are playing politics from the bench, just like this Hannah Dugan tried to do. We got her. We got her. Pam got her. Kash Patel got her. And I believe this is going to continue. The American people are seeing it. We want it. We're frothing at the mouth for justice. But you've just got to back down and let the cards fall where they may, and just get ready. Because the Attorney General, I've been frustrated too. But now that I'm seeing that she has 98 arrests, I didn't know about this. The news media is not talking about it. Conservative influencers selling rage, they're not talking about it. And I don't believe that the Attorney General's office is allowed to talk about it until the conviction has been completed, because it could taint the jury pool. This is the Ben Dykes Show. Really appreciate you watching. I'm out of here. I got to go to work. Full-time job. Consider liking and subscribing. Joining the channel as a member. It helps me help a bunch of veterans with their service dogs. I'll see you in the next one.